Hey, LaShawn. I'm up here at the airport. I'm waiting for my plane. So let me go live. I've never gone live on like the YouTube app because I don't have my laptop with me. It's in luggage. Good morning, you guys. Or should I say Grand Rising? That Grand Rising meme cracks me up when they be like, if a guy hits you with a Grand Rising, he's sus. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Miss DC Complex. What's everybody up to? I'm up here, got my scarf on my head. I'm back on my travel bag. Damn, we got 700 people in here that quick. That's crazy. Good morning. Hey, David. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. NC Johnson, thank you. Y'all don't have to send no super chats. I'm just popping in. I'm just on my phone. I was like, let me try this YouTube live app since I don't go live on Instagram or no other platform. So I was like, let me try and do this YouTube app because I haven't gone live on my YouTube app in a long time. So I'm glad to see it still works. Yeah, it's not a lot going on. I'm going down to Tennessee for a bit for the weekend, and then I'll be back in Minnesota. Somebody said you're reading at work. It's Friday. I know that's right. Mufasa said you should do this more often. Just pop out. I'm gonna do that more when I be at the airport. Like, okay, I'm just sitting here. I got like a whole another, 40 minutes. I'm like, let me pop up on live, see what everybody's doing, see what's going on. Trini said, I'm like, what is this? I know it's just me being random, popping out here. Hey T, we coming hard because the notifications work. I know that's right. YouTube was finally on their job and sending out notifications and stuff. I'm happy about that. Get out of this YouTube live app. I'm gonna ban you. Here we go, child. It's always that one troll. Have fun. Thank you, Nikki Tiki Tabby. Laugh my ass off, Grand Rising. Coca, Shea Butter Queen. Y'all are too funny. Hold up, let me go ahead. We gonna get you out of here. You must be bored this morning. Bye. What's up, D Melvin? Good morning. How you doing? So what's going on with everybody, man? It's like I feel like it's been I don't know. I was over here trying to like get something from like Starbucks, and I don't even drink Starbucks, but it's like everything is so expensive. Even I went and got me a bottle of water at the airport. That shit was $7 for a bottle of water. I'm like, damn. And airport prices are always high, but it's like everywhere. Like everything is going up. Inflation getting crazy. But yesterday, yeah, I'm gonna see Emily. She gonna be out there. I'm gonna pop off and see my girl. But whatchamacallit, yesterday I went with my youngest son to his trade program because he's gonna be doing carpentry. So we were at the school meeting the teachers and finding out more about the program. It is so dope, and I didn't even realize like there's so much stuff that goes into the carpentry profession, and there's so many like different things you can do, so many avenues. So if you are a young person and getting a degree is cool if you're gonna be definitely look at the trades. Like they got a lot of trade programs that will pay you to go to school to learn a trade. And so he's really excited. We had a good time. We had a really good time at the school. Yeah, so he decided it was between HVAC, electrician, and carpentry, but the carpentry program Sounds really good. And the person who teaches it, he's like an alumni of their school. So he reached out to my son, and he was just like, we've heard a lot of good things about you and that you're interested in going into the trade. So that's what we're doing. Somebody called me and said, "Oh, I didn't realize you were live." That's so funny. Yes, I'm live. I'll talk to you later. Somebody said, "Oh, your daughter's going into the carpentry program." Yes, they were girls in there too. So I was very, not surprised, but yeah. So a lot of girls are going towards the trades as well, and it was so cool because we went into like the OSHA room. They were having some type of like class, and so we got to see like where everybody was at in the field. And one of the girls, she right now she's working on a high rise project. One of the guys is working on some stuff in Minneapolis. Another guy does residential. He does like steps. Some of them do like bleachers at schools. So it's so much money to be made. So the trades are a good thing. And if you feel like your degree didn't work for you, definitely look at like one of the trade programs. It's I was just blown away. Like honestly, by the time we got done with the tour, I'm like, bitch, where can I sign up? I want to learn a trade at this point. You know what I mean? Because it just looked fun. Everything's hands on, So he's gonna have fun with this. He's always been like that type of kid who likes to like build stuff. Everything in my house that's had to be put together in the past like 5 to 6 years, he's done it. Because I taught him how to put things together, how to build things, look at the instructions, put all the screws to one side so you don't lose them, look how the final product looks, and then go step by step. And I taught him that when he was 8. So, like everything from my shelves to my tables, he has put everything together in my house. So it makes sense that he would want to go into like carpentry and building stuff. hmm Let's see here. Sia says trade school is amazing. My cousin Alyssa went for welding and she loves it. She's a badass. Yeah, it's so much money to be made, and especially with like the infrastructure, not being what it used to be. They need young people getting into those fields because a lot of the old guys, they're getting older, bad backs, bad knees, people are dying. So it's like they're because even the teacher was telling us like when he started, they didn't pay them to go to school. You just went for your trade. Now these kids are getting paid to go to school. So he's gonna be making money while he's at school, which is just awesome. So I'm excited for him. I'm excited for him. Miss Ashley said my 15-year-old does that. Yeah. Keep encouraging them as AI takes over. Yeah. AI is taking over everything. And somebody told me we were in the Discord the other night and they sent the screenshot. And I guess the AI, there's an AI machine in my live streams where it will tell you what everybody in the chat is talking about. I was like, it blew me away. The AI was like, yeah, uh, Lovely T's late and everybody's waiting for her, but they said that they love her streams and they always have a good time. And I'm like, not the AI clocking my lateness. Like, what the hell? And so it just goes to show you, like, I feel like AI is good in a way, but it's also dumbing us down because for me, one of the highlights of coming onto social media, going on to like a video or, a forum is reading the comments, you know what I'm saying? And getting that engagement and reading what people have to say. So if AI is summarizing everything for us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, you're just going to read the summary as opposed to going into the comment section and really interacting with people. So it's kind of scary when you think about it. It's like dumbing us down. Yeah, it's everywhere. Like even when you go on Google now, there's AI summaries. Like when you do searches, everything is being AI based, and it's really snatching up a lot of jobs from people. So like even in the tech field, like a few years ago, everything was about coding and learning coding. AI can learn coding within, a few minutes. So a lot of those coding jobs are now gone. So the main jobs for the tech field is going to be fixing those AIs and keeping them updated and stuff like that. So, learning those programs and algorithms because if it breaks down, somebody has to fix it. But if you go into a trade, AI cannot replicate human hands at this time. So I think a lot of these kids are thinking so differently. That's one thing. The kids that are in Gen Z, who are like really handling their business. They're thinking so outside the box. Like literally all of his friends, they're all going into some type of trade program, pilot school. Like they're doing like hands-on stuff. Like none of them are thinking about corporate and, going to school for business and stuff like that because they know there's not going to be any job. Why go to school and get into a bunch of student loan debt? You know what I'm saying, that you have to pay back. It's just not worth it unless you're going to like, for medical tech or, be a lawyer or something like that. Hey Stacy, I'm in the airport. I'm not in my usual location. I'm just here in the airport. Third Genius, hey gorgeous, it's celebrity news. Where is Beyonce? Why isn't she shoving Cowboy Carter down our throats? Didn't she come out with some type of hair product line? That's the last thing I heard about Beyonce. She was coming out with her own hair products. And I know Rihanna is too. But I don't, even though Beyonce has a big fan base, Rihanna has a big fan base, I'm going to be real with you. I think the average person is over all of these celebrity brands. Um, I think the Fenty makeup thing, that was cool. And she kind of broke barriers with that because of the shade range. She went super dark when other brands were scared to go as dark, right? So I think that worked out good for Rihanna because she kind of carved that space. But as far as like shampoo, conditioner, um, bitch, we can all get L'Oreal and Swab. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's how you know like the industry is like just not what it once was because all of these celebrities are having to like put out like products and shampoo and conditioner and what I'm saying, makeup and perfume and skincare. And so now the market is very, very oversaturated. Yeah, Cece said it's a money grab. Yeah, like nobody's about to sit there and pay $50 for a bottle of shampoo in this economy when they can go to Walmart and get shampoo, you know what I'm saying, organics for like $8.99. Somebody called it fan poo. Stan poo. That's what we should call it. Stan poo. That's who's gonna be buying it. It's the beehives. Yeah, it's funny. Like a lot of these celebrities are now glorified influencers. There's no difference anymore at this point, like between celebrity influencers and regular people. There's no mystique. Half of them are not even making music anymore. They're not doing what we fell in love with them about. Like I came to you for like the good island vibes, the good music, like, and I was here for the makeup. I think her makeup line is wonderful, but I could care less about the shampoo and hairline. It's like I just want y'all to make music and movies and act and you know what I'm saying? But I get it. I get it. They gotta find other streams. So I get it. Somebody said I'll stick to my $2 swab. I don't blame you. Um, Samuel, yeah, just hit the subscribe button, sir. Everybody's selling courses. Yeah, that's another hustle. Yeah, I'm hoping that, she said that she is working on another album. So hopefully that, she does it and she actually drops the album. It's been long awaited. Social media made celebs too accessible. I definitely agree 100%. It did. Like there's no mystique anymore. I don't care. It's like there's nothing like there was, and that's one thing I do like about a lot of like the old school celebs who don't really post like that. Like Janet Jackson, she'll post here and there, or if she's on tour. But like back in the day, that's what made it fun. Even like with reality TV shows, they're not as fun to watch anymore because it's like before when we used to watch them, we'd watch, let's say, Real Housewives, right? And there might be conflict, or you might be Team Kenya or Team, whoever, and then you wouldn't find out anything else until the reunion. Well, now everybody's running to social media to spill the tea and to explain their side. Well, now y'all make it where it's not fun to watch. So I haven't even really been watching a lot of reality TV shows because it's like as soon as something happens that's on camera, they run to Instagram to explain or they run to YouTube to explain. Well, now you're telling the entire plot line. So it's like I've tuned out of a lot of stuff. I've really just been into like my documentaries and like movies and stuff like that. I haven't even really been watching reality TV as much as I used to because it's like they're just gonna go to social media trying to defend themselves. So it's just not as fun, unfortunately. Let me see here. Do you believe in Project 25? Yeah, I definitely feel like it's something that's gonna be coming down the pipeline. I do feel like the world is becoming a bit more conservative because people are tired of a lot of the nonsense. But I also feel like it's another power play, right? It's just another agenda. It's just whoever's agenda wants to be pushed. That's where all these projects are coming from. And I feel like regardless of like where you stand on the line, I think like common sense should always prevail. I don't think you should be so blinded by who you follow. Like let's say you're a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter. There should still be a middle ground where you just have common sense, where if something is right, it's right, and if something is wrong, it's wrong. But you'll have people because they want to believe in something so bad they can't differentiate, they can't see like the middle ground. And that's what I don't respect about any of these agendas that are coming out. It's people who are strictly on one side. And I don't think things are just black and white. I think there's also gray areas as well. Did you hear about the 12-year-old girl from Texas? No, what happened to her? Yeah, we need more options. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Project 25 manuscript is wild. I'm going independent. Yeah. Yeah, and again, there's like nothing wrong with like being conservative or, having a more conservative viewpoint. I think even for me, I probably lean a little bit more conservative in certain things, right? And then in other things, I'm a little bit more liberal on. But I just think people who are like all the way liberal are batshit crazy. Just like I think people who are like all the way conservative are batshit crazy. Like there has to be some nuance in there. What happened to the girl in Texas? Oh, so Kenya Moore got fired? What do you think about Kendrick's performance? Okay, I loved it. I was here for it. I thought it was cool, but you know what's really telling? Oh, okay, making sure they ain't left me, chat. What's really telling though is who was not at Kendrick's performance. You notice Snoop Dogg wasn't there, see walking on stage. The game out here copping pleas and trying to explain his side. No, y'all chose Drake. Y'all chose an outsider. Y'all was supposed to support your West Coast brother, and y'all chose the other side. So stay over there. We don't need explanations, Game. I think Game is very jealous of Kendrick. I think Game feels a way that Kendrick came after him, and he's made a way bigger impact as far as like West Coast music than the Game ever has. You know what I'm saying? So it was very interesting to not see him and Snoop Dogg there on stage. Oh, Snoop is on tour in Canada. He still could have flew in and left. Okay, if he was on tour, I'll give him grace. I thought he was at home watching it like us. But no, it looked dope. I loved the fireworks. I mean, the crowd was reciting it verbatim. Like I loved it. I loved it. And it's very interesting like seeing like the Drake fans still making excuses like, "Oh, that's whack. He sung the same song 5 times." So, yeah. I liked it. I think what was so dope was like the audience, like how happy they were. Kendrick was definitely in his element, and he won that. He won the people. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, I think a lot of people in the industry feel away because Drake is a ass kisser, so he gives a lot of, especially older artists, child like Dipset, he kind of brings them back in the public conversation. You know what I'm saying? He kind of reaches a hand out to them, but to me, it's not genuine. It's just like I'm gonna reach out to a lot of these older artists for clout to stand next to them, and Kendrick don't do that. So I think that's why a lot of the people in the industry were supporting Drake over Kendrick, but the people support Kendrick though. I would say most of the people do, but I liked it. I thought it was a really dope performance. Do I think Drake will ever be able to bounce back? I don't think he's I don't think he's all the way done, but I don't think he's ever gonna be to the point where he was at. I don't think we're gonna get like the Drizzy of 2016. I think those days are over. I think the battle really took a hit on him. And the fact that people really got to see Drake for who he is. Like when you look at his career over the past 10 years, the moves he's made, his relationships. And again, just because somebody raps about a certain lifestyle or sings a certain way doesn't mean that they're living that life. But Drake just seems like he's had all these weird personas and people are just seeing him for who he is. So I think a lot of people are just gonna fall back from him. But I don't think he's gonna be like all the way gone. I think there's gonna be a segment of people who love Drake. You know, he makes good music. And there's a nostalgia factor because he's been in the game a long time. But I don't think he's ever gonna be like the Drake of 2016. Like at this point, he's just BBL Drizzy, and that's it. Do a head wrap tutorial. Child, this little thing. This Gemini season. Oh yeah, no, definitely is. 2024 really humbled a lot of people. I definitely agree. It's shown a lot too. It's shown a lot. It's also showing you guys like the real. You know, like people can only front for so long, and it's really showing you guys like what's really going on behind the scenes. Even with what took place this week at TGIF. Where everybody's finding out that these people don't even get along. They're not even friends. Like that shit is crazy. And I saw a lot of people saying comments like, "Oh, well, I would have, um, you're wrong, T, because I would have stayed there for a check. It's 250K is a lot of money. I would have faked the funk. Sometimes you got to fake the funk for coworkers. But let me explain this, right? You're coming from a mentality of somebody who's never had that much money, right? So when you're starting at the bottom, when you're at a certain tax bracket, right? There's certain things that sometimes you do have to put up with, right? Like when you're first, let's say you're getting a job in customer service, you're always going to have the weirdos at your job that you might beef with, or y'all just don't vibe with each other. But you got to pay your bills, you got to take care of your family. So sometimes you will stick it out. You're comparing your regular situation to people who sit and tell you, "Oh, I'm rich. I have money. I have a house. I have a car. I'm that guy. I'm that girl. I have connections in the industry." So what I'm saying is that once you've elevated to a certain space, there's certain things, no matter how much the money is, your piece is worth more because you put in work into that situation to where you don't have to put up with anything. You get what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like that. Like I'm not talking about like the average person. Like I get when the average person has to put up with nonsense because you have to pay your bills. But when you're talking like a boss shouldn't have to, what I'm saying, be around people that they don't like if you're actually running things. The only way that you'll put up with nonsense is if you really don't have it like that. Because once you get to a certain age, there's just certain things like even me at my age, there's certain things I'm not gonna tolerate. There's certain things I'm not gonna compromise on. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through a lot in my life. You know what I mean? I've experienced a lot. So I'm not gonna let a man think he can treat me any type of way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna work for a company that thinks they can treat me any type of way because through all the bumps and bruises I've been through in life, I know my worth. And once you know your worth, money means nothing when you know your worth. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not talking about, the regular person who has to put up with nonsense at their job. Because if you're willing to compromise just for a check, but you supposedly have it like that, that lets me know that you're willing to do anything. So now when you're behind the scenes and the boss asks you to top them off because you're so enamored with fame and putting on a persona, you'll do that shit. I'm sorry. Not me. I don't chastise somebody's kid. Let me. I'm not the father. That is the mom in me. Did you see how quick I turned around? I said, "Oh." She said, "Sorry, I'm sorry." Y'all know I'm a mom. I will chastise a screaming baby quick. Not all that noise, sir. Get your ass out. His mama grabbed him so fast and moved him around. She was like, "I'm sorry." Oh my God, yeah, stop picking up my damn plane, child. That was quick. Oh, I'm still a mom at heart, boy. My kids are grown, and that don't mean anything. That whole makes me got to scream, and I said, "Oh, ooh," I gave him the side eye quick, honey. She had to snatch her child and move him around. Get that move. Oh my God, I have to remember that's not my child. Oh man, I don't care how old your kids get, you never come out of mom mode at all. Like for real. Even when I see like babies crying, I'm like, let me bring them here. Let me hold them. You know what I'm saying? So that's so funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, back to what I was saying. But yeah, you have to know your worth. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that one of my favorite movies is The Joy Luck Club, and I always watch that when I'm on the plane. It's been one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid, and that was one of the things that they said that a lot of times we're taught to swallow other people's misery. You know what I'm saying? And you know, other people's misery and bitterness. Like we're taught to, like as especially as women to like take that stuff in, and you shouldn't have to deal with somebody being miserable, somebody being mean. If you can help it, if you can get yourself out of that situation, definitely do it. And I just feel like once you get to a certain level, once you get to a certain age, you have to know your worth and you have to know what you will and won't tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're willing to compromise for a check, you're willing to compromise anything. Because then at that point, they know that they got you by the balls. If money is your God, you're willing to do anything for it. It's just as simple as that, you know? And so many times people will say things like, well, I don't understand, um, why they would even do this with Diddy or allow Diddy to do this, and that. Again, it depends on what you're chasing. If you feel like being a musician, being an entertainer, being, famous is the most important thing, you'll be willing to get a train ran on you in the studio. Because you'll think that the ends justifies the means. And at the end of the day, you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and know that you know what I'm saying? Like if that's how you get down, that's how you get down. But are you able to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day? Because don't do all the freaky deaky shit and reap the benefits while you're in it. And then once it's over, now you want here come the lawsuits and the tattoo tears. I'm just saying. I'm going to Tennessee for the people asking. Hold on. People put profit over peace every day. Yes, Mama Jade, it's the truth. I'm telling you. Once you know who you are and you're secure in yourself, you know what I'm saying, and you know your worth, and you're able to turn down that bad because it's not worth your integrity, it's not worth your peace of mind. You still gonna be blessed. If you think that your livelihood can only succeed at this place, that means you really don't believe in yourself. Because if you're that guy or that girl and you know your skills, you know what I'm saying, your ingenuity, you know what you're about, you can take that somewhere else. You can go build your own. You can go do your own thing. You can move to another company. You can do a lateral move. You're not like nobody is going to put up with a situation where you're depressed, you're stressed, you're getting sick. We only have one life to live. One life. Stress and depression is a killer. It's a silent killer. So you got to ask yourself, you know what I'm saying, is it worth it? So maybe some of y'all are willing to compromise because for you, that's so much money. But that's not everybody's story. I know a lot of people who have walked away from a bag, who have walked away from a position, who have walked away from a job, who have walked away from opportunities because it wasn't worth it. They saw the bigger picture. And then guess what? Their blessings still circled around. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people test you. Sometimes you're tested. So everything's not always a blessing. Understand the devil gives gifts too. I've told y'all that. So just because it's a lot of money or it's an opportunity, is it really coming from God? Those are questions you have to ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to understand y'all self worth and understand that everything is not about money. Money doesn't move me. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about that. It's nice, it gets you nice things, but how did you accumulate that money? And sometimes when you accumulate it the wrong way and the fast way, it leaves just as quickly. In the words of Gene Deal, give me a slow nickel any day. That's the truth. That's the truth. Because nobody can ever come up behind you and say that they made you or they know what you did, you know what I'm saying, in the back alley to get that bread. Nobody can hold nothing over your head. Ain't no compromises because you know what you did to get that. Yeah, fast money goes really fast. I know a lot of my friends who went down the fast money route, selling drugs, stripping, doing a lot of stuff, and they were getting money, and I'm, like, damn, must be nice. And I'm just over here working in my cubicle, working my job, doing collections, but still stacking up and saving and doing what I had to do. And a lot of them people who had that fast money back then, they have nothing to show for right now. So don't allow money to be your God. Don't allow yourself to just be solely moved and put up with stuff simply for a bag. Because if you're willing to do that for a bag, you're willing to do anything. And a lot of y'all don't understand it right now because y'all are young. So yeah, when you're in your 20s, maybe you have more patience or, it's like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. But I'm telling you, once you hit your late 30s, 40s, especially 50s, there's just certain things when you're at that big age that you should not tolerate. So for me, I'm gonna walk away from it because my peace is worth more. Eight Square says, I'm blessed, not rich, but I have wealth of peace. Amen. Hey, Alicia, we're just talking. We're just chopping it up, child. That's it. We have no real topic. I just wanted to go live. Jennifer Owens says, yes, T, speaking nothing but facts. Love you, sis. Safe travels. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, we got over 3,000 people in here. Okay, y'all. That's what's up. Yeah, life is short. Life is short, and I'm not gonna sit around and fake the funk for nobody. Life is too short. Mm-mm. Get out, travel, see things, meet new people. You know what I'm saying? If your inner circle is toxic and your friends are toxic, cut them off. I seen a video. Okay, what's wrong, buddy? I love his jacket though. I love that jacket. Hi. Yes. No, you're fine. You're fine. His jacket is cute. He's wearing like this little Scooby Doo jacket with the little ears. Oh, y'all know I'm gonna stop at Tyler. Hold on, little boy. You're screaming and stuff. His mom's like, I'm so sorry. These little kids, you can tell the kids that run their parents' child. He's too funny. But I was saying that oh shit, they're starting to board. Okay, I was saying I seen a video, a viral video of what's her name? Scotty with the body. She had on like some orange pants. She was dancing, and Natalie Nunn goes and starts pouring water on her ass. And you can tell Scotty's like annoyed and she's pissed off. And that is a perfect example of everybody is not your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because a real friend gonna want you to get it. A real friend's gonna want you to be on point just like she's on point, want you to look just as beautiful as she looks. I'm not gonna pour water on you and make you feel bad and embarrass you publicly. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say that life is too short and your peace of mind is worth more than any bag. If I had to sit here and chase a Zeus bag and be disrespected and punched in the face and beat up just to say that I'm famous or I'm on TV, am sorry, I'm not doing that. I'd rather be broke and have my peace and not be beat on and disrespected for a little bit of fame. You know, to me, that was like some snake like behavior. And I like Natalie. I met Natalie. She was really cool. You know what I'm saying? She's a tea sipper. But I'm just like, be mean to her so-called friend. Like that shit is not cool at all. Treat folks the way you want to be treated. But again, I can't put all the blame on Natalie either because Scotty puts up with it. Because for her, she's chasing the bag. I'm making 200 grand, for being on Zeus, or I'm making millions of dollars flying to Dubai. She's putting money over her peace, over her integrity. So, at that point, you can't even be too mad at Natalie because she's willing to put up with the nonsense. I'm not going to be more mad for somebody than they are for themselves. You feel me? So that's what I mean. Like just really look at things from that angle. Everything ain't about money. If that's what moves you, that's cool. But understand that there's a segment of the population that don't move us. You're not like us, in the words of Kendrick Lamar. All we have, all we have. Let me stop. Okay, everybody's getting in line, child. Okay, I gotta get ready to check in. But let me get in line. I told myself I was bringing my computer, but I plan on like really just having fun on this trip and focusing on that and getting ready to go. Oh, the lighting over here is a lot better. Let me read a few more. And Chai, I didn't have to send any super chats. I appreciate everybody. I'll go back and read them when I'm on the plane. But thank you guys for the super chats and just popping in here. We got over 3,000 people just randomly. I appreciate it. And I hope you, I'm going to Tennessee. I've never been to Tennessee. I just thought about it. I've never been. Yay, first time. But I heard it's hot. It's been very, very rainy, so it's still it's not too bad, but I keep a coat on. I'm anemic, so I keep my coat on. But I heard it's really hot down there, so I'm excited to check it out. I can't wait to see all the girls. I'm going to a bridal party, so definitely excited. Remy Ma's son. We'll talk about that. I want to do that. We'll talk about that next time I go live. I definitely want to hit on her son and that whole situation. Very, very unfortunate and disturbing. Extremely disturbing. Okay, you guys, I'm about to go ahead and board the plane. But thank you guys for keeping me company these last, what, we've been out here for 40 minutes. I appreciate you all. Everybody be blessed. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys soon.